Hello friends, and welcome back to our terrific little adventure. If you guys are new around here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Tony, and today we are going into New York City. So a lot of you guys traditionally know me for my theme park videos and very nerdy content, but trust me, you guys will be getting your fix today. I am from Southern New York, so I'm less than an hour from New York City, but I rarely go in because I am just not a city person. I am a theme park person, and you guys very much know this by now. However, there is some really fun stuff going on in the city that I just couldn't miss, and it's definitely worth the commute in because, you know, parking is so annoying in the city, but taking the train costs a lot of money. So my mom's going in with me today because I don't have any friends to go with. But the first stop we're going to is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter store in New York. It just opened up a couple of weeks ago, and it is essentially like the sister equivalent to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Orlando and Hollywood, and is also a sister to the Warner Brothers studio tour of Harry Potter out in London and I believe Tokyo. I'm not fully sure, but it's a sister tour like to that, and it's a multi-level experience. They have interactive exhibits, they have like all different kinds of things you can buy. They have some merchandise that you can get at like the other locations, others that are exclusive to there. So I'm really excited to see it. It's gonna be so cool. I believe they also have some like VR experiences there, but they're sold out, so that's something I'd have to go back and do, but I'm really excited for that. That's in the Flatiron district. And then after that, we're going to take a walk down to Bleecker Street, Greenwich Village area, because I want to go to Love Shack Fancy just to see what they have because it's supposed to be really pretty. And I also want to go to Stoney Clover because I have my Disney patches that I got at the Four Seasons, but they were out of bags. And I really want a Stoney Clover bag, A, to put my patches on, B, just in general. I don't know if I'll find anything at Love Shack Fancy because a lot of from what I've seen online, tends to be lighter, and I am kind of pale, so like colors don't work on me. But also it's like fancier dresses, and I'm just like, I'm looking like I'm gonna be living in my house for another year. Like, just staying home all the time. So I don't really know if I need a fancy dress. Like, I don't even know if I'm having a graduation to have a fancy dress for. But I'm still gonna look around and see if there's anything cool. And then after that, we're gonna walk back uptown or maybe take the subway. We're gonna go to the Urban Outfitters at Fifth Avenue, and then we might go to Times Square. I don't know. We like to get my dad cheesecake sometimes from Junior's. We might pass the Disney store. Not fully sure what we're gonna do yet, but I'll take you guys along for the ride. And I know this is a very different kind of vlog for me because like I've only done one vlog in the city, and that was for a dance thing, so very, very different, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, it's time for me to get my stuff together and go, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So we just made it to the Harry Potter store in New York City, and we're standing right in front of like where the cafe is, and they have Butterbeer here just like at Universal Orlando, and also a bunch of new treats that you've never seen at Universal. So I'm really excited to go in. You have to scan a QR code to get into a virtual line. It's much more convenient than like the one for like Hagrid's or anything like that, which you couldn't get into. But we got here and there's about 174 people in line ahead of us, and that equates to about 11 o'clock according to the security guard. So we're just gonna kind of hang out in the area since it's only about an hour, and they said it might be sooner. But I'm really excited. Everything looks so cool just from the windows, and my mom already promised me that we could look into getting some snacks because I didn't really get anything at the Wizarding World when I was in Orlando last week because it was just so busy. I mean, it's the busiest area in the park, of course, but like it was insane. So I'm really happy to be here and like trying something new, and it's just so themed well, and it's like even the door handles are made out of wands and everything. It's so cool. I am blown away. This This is so cool to have something like this at home now. Just got our return time for the store and we're going in. We were number 181 and it's only 10:13 right now, so we went really fast. We made it in way earlier than expected. We just went for a walk around the block. The dance program that I used to do and I still dance is like right on the other side of the street, so we like walked past that. They're redoing the whole building. But yeah, we're here and I'm so excited. things that must be named section, which is like the customizable area, which is really cool. You don't have one of those in either of the other Harry Potter areas. And so I got this, I found this really cool thing. They have these little necklaces, and they look like Hogwarts letters on them on the front, and then on the back it has like the mailing address on it, and you can get it customized. And they're $25, including engraving. So I'm gonna get one, and it's gonna say my name. So it's gonna be Tony Marie, the cupboard under the stairs, 4 Privet Drive. And I just think that is the cutest thing ever, and I'm really excited. I have a lot of Disney necklaces, but I don't have like any Harry Potter ones. And the ones that Alex and Ani are just too big for me. So the fact that this one is customized to me and just like so cool, it's mind blowing how cool this place is. got a chilled butterbeer. They don't have the frozen one here, but I didn't get one when I was in Orlando and I really wanted one. So I got one here. It's the same recipe, so my favorite. And then I got this little Headway cupcake, and then I have a sorting hat cookie in my bag for later. Thank you, Mom. It's shaped like the sorting hat and everything, and it has a space. So this is really cool. I think this is so awesome. I love the store so far. We're still waiting to get called back for my customized necklace, but I'm just enjoying this. Walking around the store, we found for stuff. I got a shirt, I got a pin, I got a notebook and a postcard, and then I got my necklace. We just picked it up. I wasn't getting a text because there's like very little service here because of how busy it is and it's the city and everything. So we just went downstairs to check and it was ready, and I put it on because I love it so much. So this is the front of it, and then the back. And it's completely customized to me, which is like the coolest thing ever. And right now we are just waiting to use the bathroom because I did have a whole butterbeer and a cupcake, so I want to use the bathroom before we walk around the city again. So there is a little bit of a line, but it's not too bad. We are just now leaving the Harry Potter New York store. It was so cool. I hope I got enough footage for you guys. The bathroom line did take a while, but I did put on my little Harry Potter necklace that does say Miss Tony Marie on it. So I am just so happy about it. It's so cool. I got a New York shirt, which is like the coolest thing ever because it's gold embroidery, which is something you don't see a lot anymore. And then I'll show you guys like a whole haul of everything I got when I get home. But now my mom is mapping the best way to walk to Stoney Clover, because if you guys remember, if you guys watched my last Disney vlog, in the morning at Disney Springs we stopped at the Four Seasons Orlando Resort, but unfortunately they were out of all the solid color nylon bags, and all I wanted was just a solid pink nylon bag. So I bought the patches because I know I can get them embroidered here. So we're gonna head down to Bleecker Street Avenue so I can go to Stoney Clover Lane. If we have time, we're gonna go to Love Shack Fancy, and then after that we're gonna stop at the Urban Outfitters at 5th Avenue because that's like the only store within a 50-mile radius that has the stuff I like in my size. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. We're just leaving the Stoney Clover store now. We went to Love Shack Fancy really quickly to look what I was thinking because they didn't really have a lot or pretty much anything that I was looking for. But I ended up getting like a nice little fanny pack. It has a pink dinosaur and a little blue elephant on it, and they're glitter around the edges. The customization takes 5 business days and they ship UPS, and I have really bad luck with UPS because essentially all they do is tell me my house doesn't exist. they misdeliver very expensive packages and tell me that they don't care. So I've lost over 10 pairs of point shoes to UPS. My dad's lost thousands of dollars of equipment. Pretty much if it comes UPS, I don't know if I'm getting it, and if I do get it, they like fully eat it at my house at 10 o'clock at night. So really not a fan. There's the Love Shack Fancy store. It was really pretty. They just didn't have anything for me in there because like all of the stuff is really light colors and I can't wear stuff that's too light because I'm pale. So I need stuff with a little more contrast. But I thought about it, and so I didn't get anything with my Disney patches on it because the turnaround time was so long, and like my anxiety over them losing patches that I physically can't get replaced was just like, yeah, no, because UPS isn't going to do anything for me, and like it's not like they can just replace the patches or make me another if I file a claim, because the Four Seasons also doesn't ship patches, and I think they're sold out of them now because they had like very few left. And the original Magnolia Bakery is right over there. But yeah, I ended up getting a fanny pack to try. It's like a crossbody fanny pack one, and it's like this nice purple. It's a light purple, but it's bright. And I got a pink dinosaur, it's like a stegosaurus, and then I got a little blue elephant, and they both have gold trim. So I'm gonna try that. It's my bag right there. But now that we're downtown, we're gonna go back up to Midtown. We're gonna walk because it's a nice day and I want to walk instead of taking the subway. And we're gonna go back up to the Urban Outfitters at 5th Avenue because it's like the only Urban Outfitters that has most of the stuff I've been looking at. Like, yes, the ones at home do have stuff, but they don't really have a lot in my size. It's like, I don't know, something's weird with where I live because they only get like 2 things in size extra small, even though that's the size like half the population asks for. So it's been really hard to like find things I like in my size. So while we're here, we're gonna look because they're supposed to have a lot of stuff, and they're also supposed to carry third-party brands like Kiss the Sky and like that kind of stuff that they just don't sell anywhere else. So we're gonna walk up and we're gonna take a look around and then probably head home. Which I haven't had in years, but I really wanted. My mom got a sandwich, I got a sandwich, and both of them were new for me, and I really liked them. They were very exciting to try. And then we went to Urban Outfitters. Then we wanted to get my dad a Junior's cheesecake. I grew up loving Junior's. I used to call it Jody's when I was a kid because I was not very good at like the reading and speaking thing. I just kind of did my own thing. But we really liked strawberry shortcake, so we got one of those to bring home. And while we were like on the way to Junior's, we stopped at the Disney store because we walked right by it. And then we just walked here and got a train at perfect timing. So we are headed home now. I'll catch up with you guys then. Hello friends, I just made it home and I wanted to share what I got in the city today. Ooh, we're a little crooked. 1 second. I got a new tripod and it kind of has like a ball and head thing, so I can just push the button and like rotate it, so it wasn't quite straight because of the surface I have it on, but we're good now. But I did want to show you guys what I got today in case you guys are interested in going to the Harry Potter store in the city, or maybe to Stoney Clover or anything like that. So just to kind of like share that for that perspective, I wanted to show you guys what I got. So the first thing I got that I'm going to share is from actually the Disney store. We weren't there very long, and it's definitely nowhere near as magical as the Disney store used to be. So back when I was a kid, very little Toontown, it was a 3-floor World of Disney store on 5th Avenue, and it was supposed to be the 3rd World of Disney store, the first 2 being in Los Angeles and Orlando. And they had character meet and greets on the back and the 3rd floor. They had character statues. I remember like being able to stand on the 3rd floor because it was kind of like a balcony thing, and like being able to look down over the first 2 floors. I remember at one point they had like the Jelly Bean Goofy statue from Goofy's Candy Kitchen down in Orlando. Like they had that up there. They had like everything there, and their New York collection was exquisite. My favorite thing that they used to have is they used to have the original Duffy the Disney Bear when his name was just the Disney Bear, and he came with a little shirt and it said World of Disney with the original logo on it, and the year I have 3 of them, and I used to collect them every year, and I was just in love with them. And then Duffy came out and changed my life. So just a little bit of Disney history for you guys if you're interested. But I've been journaling a lot, and I want to get more books because I do write quite a bit, actually quite a lot really when I get into it. So I wanted to, you know, have some nice notebooks to like be ready for, because I know like the opportunity doesn't always strike. So if I see something, I know I'm going to use it, even if it sits for a little bit. But I got this nice little Minnie Mouse notebook. It's just like a New York City one. The back has the official New York City Disney merchandise in it. The pages are gold on the side, and the pages are all lined, and they have little Lady Liberty Minnie on it, which is kind of a classic thing, kind of new. But I very much like it. I love that it has like all of the New York City things on it because it makes it more unique. Definitely not as special as or unique as like what there used to be when I was a kid, but that's kind of, no, not around anymore unless you find something cool at like a small shop or whatever. So that's that. And then the Harry Potter store. So a lot of the merchandise was originally found at Universal Orlando or Universal Hollywood or any of the Universal Studios parks as part of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And some of the items could also be found at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour in London and soon to be Tokyo. So I was kind of expecting to be able to see merch that like I already had and knew. Like I have my peppermint toads that I brought back from Florida because I love them, but they actually had quite a bit of like new stuff too, and like they had a whole section that was just store exclusive. And of course the one crew neck that I wanted was sold out at both Orlando and New York, so I couldn't get it, but I did find something way cooler in terms of apparel. So maybe they'll have it, maybe they won't. I don't have a lot of Hufflepuff stuff. I'm a very proud Hufflepuff. But we'll see if one day, you know, maybe it just magically shows up. So the first thing I got was actually something I wanted to get in Orlando. I just couldn't get because of the lines, the crowds, and like store stock. It's this little pin, and oh my god, you guys are gonna absolutely love this. So we have this little chocolate frog, and there's a chocolate frog on the inside. This is so magical, and it's so cute. I am still waiting to get a new pin board, but when I get it, it's going on. It's going right next to my Magic is Back Disneyland pin, because I have like a whole collection of really cool pins right here that I need to put up, and they're just sitting. But please, IKEA, be in stock, please. The next thing I got was actually this little pair of earrings, and they're in a little jar. I had to rotate them, but they're actually the time turners from the movies. So I don't know if you guys can see because they're in the jar. So they're actually little time turners, and they're little earring studs. And they are so cute. These were only $15, which isn't bad at all for Harry Potter licensed merchandise. And they have the acorn with the pancake flat back earring backing that I like because that's what's most comfortable on my hair. But they're so sparkly. The hourglass feature of it is actually 2 little crystals, and the rest of it is gold. So they're super sparkly and just a little hint of nerdy, which is perfect for me. And then I also got, I mentioned this earlier, my Sorting Hat cookie. He got a little melty in my bag. His face got a little smooshed, but you can see where his face used to be, and he looked a little grumpy because, you know, the Sorting Hat always looks a little like irritated with the world. I mean, if I were the Sorting Hat, I would be irritated because I just sit in an office all year, except for one day a year I come out and tell kids what house they're going to, and it's like, you know, you can hear their thoughts, and that must be so annoying. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to be the Sorting Hat. Not the video you came for, but the question I did answer. And then again, on the journaling front, they had so many nice journals. They had a bunch that were inspired by the movies and the books and like different art elements, but I really like journals from places I've been because, you know, like I could buy nerd stuff from movies and books and all that kind of stuff all day long, but when it's like a place, it has more meaning to me because it like brings up happy memories, and that's what I like. So I ended up getting this blue notebook right here. They actually have this clock on the front of the store, so it's really cool. It's Harry Potter, but it's also Harry Potter New York. It also has like nice blue edged pages, which is super fancy. And then I did get a postcard. I do have a postcard attached to my collection, but we'll get to that in a second. It has like this really nice art and design on the front pages, and then the pages itself look like this. They're aligned and they have a logo on them and the dragon. It's very, very fancy. Very cool. I really like it. This one was only 20 bucks. Very convenient. They also had a larger one that was gold. All the notebooks in the store were pretty much 20 bucks. They were all the same price, but I liked this one the best, and I felt that the size was the most practical and also really cool because it had the dragon on it, and I love fun art. But I will show you guys the postcard I got now. I am a butterbeer fan. I'm a butterbeer addict. I love butterbeer. My favorite is the frozen kind, especially in the heat, because after it melts, it just turns into the chilled. But if you have the chilled and it starts getting like warm, it's just room temperature, air temperature butterbeer, and it's whatever. So at least if you get the frozen, it turns into the chilled. So pro tip, get the frozen. I've heard there's also supposed to be hot butterbeer, but why I would drink hot butterbeer on a 98-degree day, it was actually 103 when I was at Universal, I don't know. So never tried it, don't know if I ever will. We'll see. But they had a whole little butterbeer section in the store. You could get cups of butterbeer like I did, as you guys saw, or you could get like just look. But they have like this art that was inspired by the walls there, and like all the art and everything. And I really like it. It actually matches perfectly my postcard collection. So my Animal Kingdom one is flattening from the trip. This actually has a lot of the same colors. So these two are going to go right next to each other on my wall, and it's going to be so perfect. But finally, one of my highlight pieces from my trip to the city is this t-shirt. It's actually really, really, really soft for just like a plain t-shirt, and it's like insane. I was not expecting it to be this soft. It is $30, which is pretty much on brand with like most travel t-shirts, and it's just Harry Potter New York. But the really cool thing about this is it's not screen printed, it's actually embroidered, and which means it's gonna last a lot longer, because screen printed shirts can kind of fade or crackle over time, but this one is like embroidered in, so it's gonna last forever. And it's gold sparkly thread, which is like so perfect. It has the Wizarding World logo with all the wands, and then it has Harry Potter New York, and it's just a very nice comfy shirt, and it's exclusive to the New York store, so that is super duper cool. And finally, the last thing I want to show you guys is actually back here. I just have stuff everywhere. I'm like a huge mess. I just kind of dumped everything so I could show you guys when I got home. I did get this necklace. I'll show it to you guys in 1 second because I do have to take it off. But I did go to the Stoney Clover store and get stuff. I unfortunately was not able to get the bag I wanted because they usually have same day, like will sew on the patches while you wait service, but for some reason they were on a 5-day turnaround time. And I called yesterday and they never said that, so I was like, I explicitly asked about getting patches sewn on and like the whole process, and they never mentioned that, so I was a little disappointed. I did end up getting a fanny pack though with some of the patches they had at the store I've been looking at, because Stoney Clover has a ton of patches, as you guys saw. But I'm gonna take this out to show you. These are my little Disney patches. I got one of the purple fanny packs because they were out of almost everything pink, and they're just stuck on because, again, you can glue them on, and I have a bunch of people in the area that like sew, so I can like try to find someone who can sew, or I can just like tack it down myself. So I got this little purple fanny pack, and you can kind of wear it as a crossbody, but I got these two patches on it. One is a little pink dinosaur and the other is a blue elephant. Elephants are my favorite animals, but I'm also obsessed with dinosaurs. Like my phone background right now, I just have to show you guys really quickly. I took this picture of Tango the Raptor when I was at Universal Studios Orlando, and it is just the cutest thing because she is just so freaking cute. I love her. Dinosaur is my favorite ride at Disney. So I am just dinosaur obsessed, and it is a pink dino with a little sparkly trim. So I'm like, I need it. So I have a bag with these little buddies on it, and I can just kind of wear it like across me, or like if I'm taking pictures and I don't want anything across me, I can wear it as like a traditional fanny pack. So I'm gonna try this out. If I like this, I'm gonna order the pink one and then put on the Mickey and Minnie patch myself and just do something else with the silver lined one. And if I'm like, I like it but I'd use a backpack more, I'm gonna order the bright pink mini backpack and, you know, put all three on myself. So yeah, I have solutions. But let me show you guys this necklace, because I know I talked about it earlier in the vlog, but they do customized jewelry and like customize a lot of things in the things that must be named section of the Wizarding World store in New York. But one of the things you could get customized was a Hogwarts letter necklace, which is exactly what I got. I'm just gonna dust it off really quickly because I just put my fingerprint directly on it, so I don't want to cloud it. But the necklace itself cost $25, including engraving, and it took about an hour to get, a little less than that. But the front of it is, I don't know if you guys can quite tell because it's like super shiny. It's a Hogwarts letter, just like from the movies, and then the back of it has an address that you can get customized. So mine says Miss Tony Marie, and then all of them say the cupboard under the stairs, 4 Privet Drive, Little Winning, Surrey. So essentially Harry Potter's address, but it actually has your name on it. So you can have a custom Hogwarts letter name necklace like this, and it's only $25, which is the coolest thing to me. I have a lot of Disney necklaces, but I don't have a lot of like other nerdy necklaces or like just other necklaces in general. So to have one this cool from such a cool experience means so much to me, and I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. So if you guys are looking for a cool keepsake and you're into jewelry, this is the thing to get. They also did have keychains if you're not a necklace person, and if you're really like a true hardcore fan, you could get a customized Hogwarts letter, like paper, pen, everything. But yeah, that is everything from today. I know I'm not the best at vlogging in the city because there's just like so many people and it's a very different dynamic than the theme parks, but I hope you guys enjoyed this look into a day in the city. I do have some more adventures coming up before I go back to school in a month, so be sure to subscribe to my channel to stay tuned and see all of it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe because it means the world to me, and I will see you guys real soon. Have a terrific day!